Good morning, guys. It's Saturday morning. It's freezing out, 0 degrees. Um, I'm going to be doing stuff on the 51 in this video over the next couple of days. But there's something I want to address first. Is anybody else, is it just me, or has there been a wicked uptick in scammers on Facebook? I mean, it seems like every day. I'm getting friend requests from dead people. Friends of mine that have just recently passed away. I think it's disgusting. But last night, that was a final straw. So my daughter was coming home from school last night. She'd been gone for 6 weeks. And my dog goes insane sometimes when we're gone for like an hour or 2 hours. So I thought it would be fun to record the dog's reaction to her coming through the door. So I did that. And of course the dog went ballistic. It was crazy. So it was a little 2-minute video. So I was going to post it up to my personal Facebook page. They take it in, upload it and everything, but they wouldn't post it. Something to do with guidelines and too graphic or some such nonsense. So I tried a second time, same thing. So my final post on Facebook was F you Zuckerberg, and I'm done. And I permanently logged off of Facebook. The point being that I know there's a link tied to my YouTube channel, to this channel, for Facebook. So don't try and message me on Facebook because there ain't nobody home. I'm done with Facebook. I'm off of it. So don't waste your time. I'm not going to get it. So if you need to get a hold of me, do it through comments here on YouTube, and we'll go from there. But yeah, Facebook, it's getting, that's not even to mention all the scammers on Marketplace. Unbelievable. Seems like every second one is BS. So anyway, that's that. Yeah, I've got some wiring to do. I got to get that freaking water transmission cooler back in. I want to put the battery in. Wiring's a pain in the ass here. I've waited too long in between going back to it, and now I'm confused. So I gotta trace everything back and sort it out, figure out where the hell I'm at, and get it done. Because I can't really finish off the interior until it's done. It's all under the dash stuff. So yeah, so we might as well just get to it. All right, there's lots going on here. So I haven't been at this for a while. My own fault. So I made this a lot tougher on myself than I needed to. But I kind of checked things out. I think I know where everything's going. So I've taken this group of wires here and fed it through the hole where the ignition switch is going to go. So I know this black one, that's going to the distributor. This red one here is this wire. That goes to my kill switch, or my neutral switch, which I put in here. There's a little button. Basically what it is one of those trunk opening switches. So having said that, this wire, these 3 wires here, the white one is for my electric cooling fan. This black one is my amp gauge, and this red one is coming from the solenoid, or the small post on the starter. The big red one here is the main coming off the big post of the starter, so that's power. So this one going to the solenoid is going to run to my little switch here. This one's going to go on the other side of the switch, and I'll show you where it goes on the ignition switch, which I put right here. So here's the ignition switch, and it's all marked. One is marked battery, which is the main power. That's that big red one up there. The other one is ignition, or on, which will be the black one going to the distributor. This one here, that powers up the distributor. And then the center one is start, which will be this red wire, the one coming off of the neutral switch. So this thing will only start in park. When it's in park, the switch is depressed. When I move it out of park, the switch lets go, and there's no power to start it. So now that I've got it sorted out, I'm going to shorten some wires. I've got to run them, figure out exactly where they go. I want to, put them on the floor with tape, duct tape or something, because there's carpet going in here with a real thick pad. So I just want to tidy all this stuff up and get after it. So I'm going to go ahead and run these wires where they need to run, put the connectors on that I need to put on, and yeah, I'll come back and show you what it looks like. So there you have it. A long walk. All right, so I wired my ignition switch. It's just hanging there right now. So I'll show you what I've done. Okay, so I've got my little neutral switch down here. One side goes down to the starter, the solenoid, and the other end is on the center pin right up here. That's for start. So as long as that switch is pushed in, it'll start. As soon as you take it out of park, it won't start. It breaks the circuit. And on the back here, you'll see there's an extra wire here. I got the black one going to, this is in the on position now. Black one's going to the distributor to fire that up. And this blue one is a switch, little toggle switch. On the other end of the switch is going to be this white wire, which goes to my electric cooling fan. So there's power to it. You can turn it off and on if you want. I'm probably going to leave it on all the time. So with that done, and then your main power goes in where it says battery. So that's done. Everything's done with shrink wrap. There's shrink tubing. Everything's good. It's secured to the floor. Just a little bit of duct tape there. Like I said, the carpet comes up and all the way up here. So all that'll be hidden underneath the carpet. And there's a thick pad there, about, probably 3/4 of an inch thick. So no harm's going to come to those wires. I'm going to finish hooking up my heater switch, and I'm going to have to drill a hole maybe down here somewhere and put that switch in place. And yeah, this thing will be pretty much ready to fire up once I put the battery in and get the transmission cooler in place. So maybe we'll fire it up tomorrow. All right, so I was going to mount my ignition switch in this hole here. I think it's for a lighter or something, much like this one is. His and her lighters, I don't know. But the way that shaped in behind and the size of the switch, it doesn't fit. So I dug up a bracket, soffit engine, I don't know, held a hose or something. Anyway, I'm going to clean it up and paint it black, and we're just going to mount it under the dash like so, and that's where the ignition switch will be. So I'll go ahead and clean this up and paint it, and yeah, we can get it in. There's one other connection. I don't know if I mentioned this already. The other connection post that doesn't have a wire to it, that's for accessories. So that powers up the accessories going to the fuse panel. I'm not ready to hook that up yet, so I'm just going to leave it for now. Once I get all the rest of the spaghetti straightened out, then I can hook up my accessories. But not right now. Right now I'm just worried about the ignition switch and the cooling fan. So that's what I'm working on. It's cold out, man. don't understand why this disc keeps twisting off of there. I'm getting a better disc than that. That's insane. All right. There we go. We got her all sexed up now. It's ready to rock. Hey, leave that dry. Little job off the list. So it's been about 3 hours and this stupid thing's still sticky as hell. It's not dry. So I'm going to do something else instead. I've got some wires here that I can shorten up. I can eliminate altogether. So just to clean all this stuff up. So for example, this white one here, this is the power for accessories going to the panel. So this will go in that post on here that's empty on the ignition switch. So I've got about 7.5 miles too much wire here, so I can shorten that one right up. Put a connector on it, have it ready to go when I want to hook it up. This here is my main power feed. That powers the panel, the red one. I'm going to steal the power off the battery connection on the ignition switch for that. So this one's about 9 miles too long. So I can trim and put a connector on that one. This one here is, what is it? Okay, high beam indicator. So it's just a little light on the dash. So I can shorten this one up by about 6 miles, because it's just going to be a light on the dash somewhere. I don't know, maybe between the gauges or whatever. Just when the high beam comes on, the little light comes on. So that's what that one is. So that takes care of that one. This yellow one is for the dome light. It's up back here. So I'm just going to tuck that in, sneak it in behind the windlace that I put in, and bring it up and all the way around the door opening. And then we'll just scooch off over here. That's the old wire, so there's clips and everything there already. And that takes care of that one. Then we can mount the dimmer switch to the floor and secure all those wires. That takes care of that. So then I got a whole bunch of shit here that I don't even know. I don't even think I need most of it. Yeah, I got a horn wire. The others are extra accessories. I got some wires over here that don't do anything. So I can cut out a whole bunch of those. I'll put some terminated connections on the end, so they don't, you know, arc out or anything. And yeah, just clean it all up. So I'll get on that and carry on. So I'm not going to fire this thing up today, obviously, because that bracket's not going to be dry till tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and plug away at this stuff. And yeah, call it a day, I guess. Tomorrow, Sunday, yeah. Well, yeah, I should be able to do the transmission cooler tomorrow and finish off my ignition switch and fire the sucker up. So, you know, throw the battery in it. I'll charge it overnight, make sure it's good. And yeah, that's about it. So there you have it. You know, I've been putting this off and putting this off because, well, honestly, I kind of forgot where I was at, and I was thinking maybe I just have a disaster sitting there waiting for me, but actually it's not bad at all. So I got a lot of stuff straightened away today, and while everything is still fresh in my head, I'm going to carry on tomorrow and do as much of the wiring, finish it off as I can. And like I say, throw the tranny cooler in here and the battery, and I need a fuse for the cooling fan because I stole it for something else. It's a 30 amp. So I got to do that. I should have a fuse upstairs in one of my boxes full of wiring harnesses. And yeah, throw some gas in it because I put in, you know, half a jerry can, I think, and I broke it in. I drove it around the block half a dozen times. I let it run a few times. So there can't be much gas left in it, so I'll put some fresh gas in it. And yeah, fire it up. I know I had a lifter noise last time I was hearing it. I'm not sure if one's not pumping up or what's going on there. But probably going to try and let it run for a bit, see if it clears up on its own. If not, we'll pull a valve cover off and see what's going on. But yeah, it's nothing serious. I mean, it's got loads of power, good oil pressure and all that stuff, so no problem there. Yeah, the sooner I get this wiring done, the sooner I can put the interior in, so that's a big deal. So I really want to get after it and get it done. And then after that, it's, you know, I mean, you look at the little things that pop up. You know, I thought for sure, I even tried the ignition switch in that hole that's already in the dash. It's for a lighter. But when you go to it, won't tighten right up because it's kind of bulky and it's hitting the edge, so it's loose. You can't have a loose ignition switch. It'll arc out on the dash or whatever. I almost burnt a Harley to the ground like that once. So yeah, got to secure everything and make sure everything's good and tight and neat and clean and out of the way. Then the next step is the carpet. I'm not going to put the seat and everything in until I have the carpet in. And the carpet has to go in before the kick panels as well. So carpet's the next step as far as interior goes. It'll be carpet, kick panels, seat, and headliner. And the interior is done. So yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, if you like the content, please subscribe, tell your buddies, all that stuff. Like the channel. And don't be shy, leave comments. Haven't been getting as many comments as I usually get, so I don't know if guys are just bored with me or what. But um, yeah, I enjoy the comments, so keep them coming. And if you're not doing anything else, get out in the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.